Welcome to this lecture. In this lecture, we are going to learn about nodal voltage analysis. What is node? Node is a meeting point of two or more branches is known as node. Node is a useful technique to find voltage at each node of the electric circuit. When the network has large number of current sources, nodal analysis is applied. So how to solve nodal analysis problem? For a given circuit, first we have to mark the nodes and we have to name each nodes. That is like V1, V2, V3, etc. Among all the nodes, one node can be taken as a reference node. Also, we have to mark the direction of, that is the current direction for all the branches in the circuit. We have to mark the current direction for each branches. Step 2, for each node we have to write Kirchhoff's current law equation. What is Kirchhoff's current law? Sum of the incoming current is equal to sum of the outgoing current. If a given circuit is consist of n number of node, for example, in this case, if you have 3 node means we have to write n minus 1, that is 3 minus 1, two number of equation have to be written for the circuit. So this is the given circuit. For the given circuit, we have to find the node voltage. So I have taken this as a node. Why I have taken this as a node? R1, R2, R4. The three branches are connected here. The meeting point of three branches is known as node. Similarly, this is another node that is named as V2, this is V1, and this is my reference node, so that is V3. The reference node is named as V3. The V3 potential is considered as 0 volt. So for this circuit, we have to, I am going to mark the current direction. That is, I have taken the current direction like this. Randomly, I have taken the current direction like this. That is current through this branch is I1, this is I2, I3, I4, I5. So we have marked all the current direction. First we have to write for this particular node. For this node, that is V1 node, that is my node number 1. The potential is V1, taken as V1. And node 2, this is node 2. That is node 1, node 1. This is node 2. The node 1 potential is V1. Node 2 potential is V2. This is V3. So V3 potential is equal to 0. That potential is equal to 0. So at node 1, I have to apply Kirchhoff's current law. So what is Kirchhoff's current law? Sum of incoming current is equal to outgoing current. Incoming current is equal to outgoing current. So with respect to this node, what are the incoming current? The I1 current is entering here. I2 and I4 current are leaving. I4 and I2 current are leaving from the node. I1 alone is entering into the node. So according to Kirchhoff's law, I1 current is entering, I2 and I4 current are leaving from the node. So sum of the incoming current is equal to sum of the incoming current is equal to sum of the outgoing current. So I is equal to, what is I? I is equal to V by R. Potential difference divided by resistance, that is equal to current. So I need to find what is the value of I1 here. So the I1 current is equal to, that is the current is flowing like this. It is flowing. The direction of current is like this. So I1 can be written as E1 minus V1. That is this potential minus this potential. E1 potential minus V1 potential divided by R1, which is equal to I2. So what is I2? I2 is this. That is I2 current is this. The current is flowing like this. The current is flowing like this. So which means I2 current can be written as V1 minus V2 divided by R2 plus the I4 current. The I4 current is flowing like this. So this is V1 potential, that is V1 potential minus V3 potential. This is at 0. The reference potential voltage is 0. So V1 minus 0. I4 current can be written as V1 minus 0 divided by R4. So this be written as E1 by R1 minus V1 by R1, which is equal to V1 by R2 minus V2 by R2 plus V1 by R4. Keeping this E1 by R1 in the left hand side and brought remaining terms to the right hand side. This will be V1 by R1 plus V1 by R2 plus V1 by R4 minus V2 by R2. So this is equal to, that is V1 by R1, that is V1 of 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R4 minus V2 by R2, which is equal to E1 by R1. Take this as a first equation. That is the first equation. Next we have to apply KCL to node 2. So at node 2, the potential is V2. Node 2 potential is V2. This is V2. So the incoming current to this node is I2 current is entering the node. I3 and I4 current are leaving from the node. So this is the equation. I2 current is equal to I3 plus I5 current. So I2 current is equal to I3 plus I5 current. So this is the thing I have written here. And what is I2 current? I2 current is equal to this. I2 current is equal to this voltage, that is V1 voltage minus V2 voltage divided by R2 resistance. So this is V1 minus V2 divided by R2 resistance, and I3 current, that is I3 is equal to this value of this current is equal to this potential, that is V2 minus E2 divided by R3 resistance. So I3 current is equal to V2 minus E2 divided by R3 plus I5 current. So I5 current is this voltage, that is V2 voltage minus V3, that is V2 voltage minus V3. This is at 0 potential divided by R5. So simply we can write V2 by R5. This is V2 by R5. So rearranging the terms, we will get V1 by R2 minus V2 by R2 is equal to V1 by R3 minus E2 by R3 plus V2 by R5. So that is bringing this term to left hand side, the equation become E2 by R3, and these two terms to right hand side, this will be minus V1 by R2 plus V2 by R2 plus V2 by R3 plus V2 by R5. So this will be minus V1 by R2 plus V2 of 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 plus 1 by R5, which is equal to E2 by R3, which is equal to E2 by R3. This is second equation. With the help of these two equations, that is 1 and 2, I am going to write in a matrix form. I am going to represent these two equations like a matrix form. So first I have to write the coefficient of V1 here and V2. So according to first equation, the coefficient of V1 is this and V2 is this. For second equation, the coefficient of V1 is equal to this and V2 is equal to this. So that is 1 by R means it is a conductance matrix. This is conductance matrix. 1 by R or 1 by R matrix. This is 1 by R matrix into voltage matrix. So conductance matrix into voltage matrix. So conductance matrix means that is 1 by R matrix form. That is 1 by R into V. That is V by R is equal to current. That is V by R is equal to current matrix. So this is equal to current matrix. Here that is E1 by R1 is current. E2 by R3 is also a current. So it is like in the form G matrix into voltage matrix. Conductance matrix into voltage matrix is equal to current matrix, or 1 by R, that is 1 by resistance into voltage matrix is equal to current matrix. So after forming the matrix, we have to find the determinant of this. We have to find the determinant value of this particular matrix. For this we have to find the determinant, so that is equal to del. Then we have to find the value of del 1. How to find the value of del 1? The first column, that is the first column should be replaced by this current matrix. So the first column is replaced with the current matrix. remaining column, we have to keep the remaining second column as it is. For del 2, we have to replace the second column with the current matrix, and we have to find the value of this del 2 and the del 1 value. So after calculating the value of del 1 and del 2, the nodal voltage, we can easily able to find the nodal voltage V1 and V2. Here we have to find these two value alone, V1 voltage and V2 voltage. So V1 is equal to del 1 by del and V2 is equal to del 2 by del. So solving this, we will get some value for this nodal voltage. So this is the way we have to solve the nodal analysis problem. Let us see one problem. Using nodal analysis, find all node voltages in the given circuit. So this is the given circuit. For the circuit, we have to find the nodal voltage. So for the given circuit, first I am going to mark the nodal voltage. That is, we have to find different nodes. What are the nodes? So I am going to take this as a node 1. So this is node 1. The node 1 potential is B1. This is node 2. The node 2 potential is V2, and I have also marked the current direction, the various current direction. That is, for each branch I have assigned one current. So at node 1, I'm applying KCL. So what is KCL? Sum of incoming current is equal to outgoing current. So the incoming current is I1, I4 and I2 are leaving from the node. So summation of I1 incoming current is equal to summation of outgoing current, that is algebraic sum. I2 plus I4. This is outgoing current. So let us write I1 current first. So I is equal to V by R. The value of I1 is equal to 100 minus V1 divided by 10, which is equal to I2. So I2 is equal to V1 minus V2. V1 minus V2 divided by 20 plus I4. So I4 is equal to V1. This is a reference node. The potential is 0 volt. So I4 current is equal to V1 minus 0 divided by that resistance, 20 ohm resistance. So which can be written as V1 by 20. So simplifying this, we will get, that is 100 by 10, which is equal to, that is keeping this alone in this side, and remaining terms are brought to right hand side. The equation become V1 by 10 plus V1 by 20 plus V1 by 20 minus V2 by 20. This is equal to 10. Simplifying this, we will get 0.2 V1 minus 0.05 V2, or 0.2 V1 minus 0.05 V2, which is equal to 10. That is our first equation. Next, we have to apply KCL to node 2. So at node 2, the incoming current is equal to I2. The outgoing current are I3, I5. So I2 is equal to I3 plus I5. So how to write I2 current? I2 current is equal to V1 minus V2 divided by the 20 ohm resistance. V2, that is V1 minus V2 divided by the 20 ohm resistance. What is I3 current? I3 current is equal to V2 minus 150 volt divided by 15. That is my I3 current. So which is equal to V2 minus 150 volt divided by 15. What about I3 current? So I3 current, which is equal to this I3, so not I3, I5 current. So I5 current is equal to, this I5 current is equal to V2, that is this potential V2 minus 0. So V2 minus 0 divided by 30 ohm. Simply we can write it as V2 by 30. This is V2 by 30. So keep that is bringing this term to left hand side. This will be 150 divided by 15, and bring this term to right hand side. The equation will be minus V1 by 20 plus V2 by 20 plus V2 by 15 plus V2 by 30. So simplifying this, we will get 150 by 15 is 10. We will get minus 0.05 V1 plus 0.15 V2, or I can write it as minus 0.05 V1 plus 0.15 V2 is equal to 10. This is my equation 2. So from 1 and 2 equation, we have to form a matrix. How we will be forming the matrix, that is conductance matrix or 1 by R matrix, which is nothing but resistance, reciprocal of resistance, into voltage matrix, that is equal to current matrix. So by the way, we have to form the matrix with the help of the equation 1 and 2. So here I have written the coefficient of V1, V2 from the first equation. This is from the second equation. So this is my conductance matrix into voltage matrix, that is equal to current matrix. So first I have to calculate the value of del, that is this matrix. For this matrix I have to calculate the value of determinant, that is equal to my del. So del is equal to 0.0275 del 1. Next we have to find del 1 and del 2. So the value of del 1, how we have to form the del 1, that is the first column should be replaced with this current, means I will be getting the value of del 1. Similarly del 2, this column should be replaced with the value of this, I can get del 2. So the value of del 1 is 2 and del 2 is 2.5. Then we have to calculate the voltage. This is not current, this is voltage, V1 and V2. So V1 is equal to del 1 by del. The value of del 1 by del, which is equal to 72.73 volt. And V2 is equal to del 2 by del, which is 91 volt. So this is the way we have to solve nodal analysis problem. So in this lecture we have seen the nodal voltage analysis, that is how to proceed with the nodal voltage analysis, and how that is we have seen the nodal analysis problem by applying Kirchhoff's current law method. Hope you understood all the concepts. Thank you.